I'm going to think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out a look. I'm going to put some of this on my eyes, and then I'm going to use some of these on my cheeks and some of that on my cheeks. So I'll do a little look, and yeah, so let's get going, shall we? Now, one of the things I want to try is to use a little bit of this on my eyes to see if it makes a decent enough primer. And it will also help the powder stick. And it does, it makes a nice eye primer, or just a little wash of colour if it's summertime and you're on holiday and you just want a little bit of colour to your eyes but not too much. This would look lovely on the eyes. Okay, so that was Pinkgasm that I've used as a primer on my eyes. And as you can see, because I've got hooded lids, you can see that is not sparkling at there or accentuating my hoods. See that? Right, so I'm going to go in. First of all, I'm going to use the highlighting shade. I'm going to use this a little bit like Charlotte's quads. So I'm going to use Prime Enhance Smoke Pop, I think. But I definitely, no, I want to put this one on my lids. But I'm going to use this one to prime anyway. So I'm going to go in with this one. And I'm going to do it with my fingers, actually. Because these shadows, I think, on your lids always apply better with your fingers. Oh, look at that. I know who's going to love that. My sister. Because this reminds me of a shade that is in Too Faced Peach palette that she wanted on its own, because she uses it so much that the rest of the palette is still usable, but that one's nearly gone. And I can't remember the name of it. I'm going to put it on voiceover, but it's very similar to this shade. The name of the shade in the peach palette is Bellini. It's very similar to this. Look at that. I'm going to put some on the other eye, of course. I can't wait to see what these look like on the cheek. So this is the blush pop shade, this one at the bottom here, that I'm using so far. And then I'm going to go in with the bronzing shade, and I'm going to put that. I'm going to mix that, actually. I'm going to mix the bronzing shade with a little bit of this, but this has got shimmer in it. So I don't want to put too much in it because it's going on my lids. But I'll mix plenty of that and a little bit of this one here. So this one and this one, I must remember to hold up my palette. Okay, and I'm going to put that on in the crease. Here. And then the other eye. Seem to get as much on that one. Have another go. Then what I'm going to do with this one here is I'm going to take some with my finger and I'm just going to dot it either side of that other colour, just so that you can see all the colours in their glory. In fact, It really enhances that other one. So I'm just putting it either side, inner and outer corner. On the lids, they look almost identical, those two colours. This one and this one. Except they don't when you swatch them. And then, with my finger again, because it's just, I'm being lazy today, I'm just putting some of that highlighter shade onto the brows. Now, a very observant follower of mine called Gaynor said, isn't this just like film star Bronze and Glow with a couple of blushes in it? And I thought that was very observant. And I do wonder, these do look quite similar to Bronze and Glow. So that's why I can't wait to put this on my cheeks to try. Okay, and I'm going to get a smudge brush. And I'm going to go under with a mixture of, again, the bronzer and the multi-glow, which is that one at the top. And I'm going to put that underneath my eyes. Here we are. So, again, this one and this one. And then I'll just use the bronzer on its own to just roughly smoke out the top lid. Just very roughly. I'm not going to put a lot of eyeliner and mascara on because, as I said, I'm going to Charlotte Tilbury's later. And they're going to make me up. So I'll probably be taking a lot of this off in a while. And then, just to finish off, I'm going to go in with this highlighter shade and my finger again. And I'm just going to press that. And in fact, just so that we can see what these look like wet, I'm just going to get my spray and see what this looks like wet on the lids. 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to wet the brush. So I'm just going to take some of this on my Sigma brush, I think this is it? It's a flat shadow brush anyway. It's not a Sigma one. Don't know what it is. But it's a flat shadow brush. So I'm just taking the highlighter shade and I'm going to wet it to see what it looks like in the centre of the lid. I think I'll probably wet it too much then. Let's try that. Honestly, I didn't feel that made an awful lot of difference, but I'm just going to try that again on my arm. Let's just try that on my hand and see. So I'll just take some on the brush. And then I'll wet it. Let's just swatch it. No, it does. It does. It makes it more, gives it more of a sheen. Put a little bit over the top of that just so you can see it a bit more. Okay, stick a little bit more on the middle there. And then I'm going to take some with my pinky and just pop some in the corner there and there. Okay, so I'll just put a little bit of mascara on and a little bit of liner and I'll be right back. Okay, that's me back. And actually, I thought what I would do, I meant to do this off camera, is to put a little bit of this pink white in my waterline, just to open my eyes a bit. Okay. Okay, little tip. Don't apply this too near to your lower cheek if you've got open pores near your nose or the powder. I made that mistake and it actually accentuated them. Okay, you'll see what I mean when you look at this. So first of all, I'm going to try out these Beauty Light ones, and I think I could go for pink or peach. I nearly said pinch then. I don't know which one to go for. Let me go for the pink one, see what the pink one looks like. So I'm going to just dot a bit of that on there. And then, now you can actually use her Hollywood brush for these. That's nice, and it leaves a lovely sheen, as you can see. So I'm just wondering how much you can build it up. In fact, let me put the peach one on the other side, because the gold one is more of a highlighter. Because I'm intrigued to see if the peach one helps to hide some of that muddiness. Can you see the muddiness there in my cheeks? So that is pinkgasm. Nice. Very nice. And then peachgasm. I'm going to put that on this side. That one doesn't show up as much on my skin, interestingly. But I'm just going to put a little bit more on, just so that you can see it. So I think this one would be very good if you've got fair skin. So that's peachgasm. And it does, I think, has helped to, you put a little bit there where it pops through. It's always good to use peach where you've got hyperpigmentation. Perhaps not as much correcting, but that's not what it's designed for. So that's peachgasm, and that's pinkgasm. I'm going to take some photographs and I'll put them in between here right now. Okay, and then I'm going to show you Goldgasm, which I can kind of layer over the top of both of these. So I'm going to put that here. And here. Do you see how it blends out to something that's not quite so intimidating? Now I'm just going to layer some more over that and see how buildable it is. Yep, it's buildable. And I think this is good for darker skins, and also if you've got those olive undertones. And of course you can use this elsewhere. You can use it down the middle, like so. On the chin, on the cupid's bow. And you can dot this in here. So I will show you a picture of both cheeks with Goldgasm over the top. All right. Okay, now I would say with this one to be a bit careful around areas where you've got enlarged pores, but because I've got a few around here, just be careful that it doesn't accentuate them. That's what it looks like close up. Okay, so next up I'm going to use some of this on my face. So I'm really going to layer this over the top now, so you can see everything there is to see. So I just get my brush. I'm going to use this one. And first of all, I'm going to go in and use the bronzer here as a kind of sculpt shade and see what that looks like. Now, I always find that the sculpt shades in her light to medium Film Star Bronze and Glow is a little bit too fair for me to use. It's all right as a bronzer, but it's just a bit too fair for me to use as a sculpt. So given this is the darker one, I'm hoping this will be perfect. Yeah, I'd say that's just right for me. So I'm going to try and sculpt my nose and under my chin. And around the top here. And then I'm going to use the blushes and highlighters. I just need to get my blush brush and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm going to use this one on this cheek here. Just show you what that looks like. So this is the Multi Glow. That's pretty. And it's good when you layer cheek products, because I find that cheek products come off quite easily. So that is the Multi Glow. And I'm going to put a little bit of this pop blush over the top. Yeah, it's kind of a glowy version of a cheek to chic Swish and Pops. Let's do the other side. In the pop. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the highlighter here. It's lovely. It's very similar. I think Gainer's right. Very similar to Film Star Bronze and Glow. But a lot of people that got the medium to dark Film Star Bronze and Glow said, I wish I had the dark bronzer with that highlighter. So anybody that found that the light to medium Film Star Bronze and Glow was the bronzer was too light, but you wanted the traditional highlighter, then you can get this palette, and I would get Lovegasm. Okay, so that is the highlighter and the bronzer. Very, very pretty indeed. And then, of course, you can go back round with a bronzing brush over this one here and just use it to give yourself a bit of a bronze. Now, I'm going to use a super Superstar lips on one that is just back in stock today on Charlotte Tilbury, and that is the one in Pillow Talk, and that will finish off my look. So I hope you've enjoyed it for now, but I'm actually going to see me very soon in a minute when I'll be at Charlotte Tilbury's showing you the rest of the collection. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, I've got to do the Pillow Talk first, so I'll see you in 2 seconds. So there you have it. There is Pillow Talk, which I've just put on for you. So I'm loving the glow it's giving my cheeks. I'm just going to give this a spray with my Prep and Prime to see if that brings out the glow even more. Not that I need it, but
because you want it.
More is more. Right, I'll let that dry down and I'll be right back so that you can see what it looks like when you spray it afterwards. Okay, that's the glow even more. So I'm definitely now, here I am close up. I'm now going to take some of this off because I am off to Charlotte Tilbury. So I'll catch you in a minute and you'll see me at Charlotte Tilbury's. Okay, see you in a minute, everyone. Hi, everyone. As you know, you're not about to see Charlotte Tilbury because I filmed that 2 days ago. So basically that's it for today. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow when I will be doing another makeup look using the entire collection. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I want to wish you all a very happy Easter. We're in Pizza Express with my dad, and we're about to have a lovely meal out for Easter. So have a great... He's cheeky, isn't he? Okay, well, have a lovely Easter. Take care, and I'll see you all tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye, Ali Pallies. Say bye-bye.